Marley was dead to begin with. He was Marley's only friend, but Scrooge looked very happy at the funeral because on that day, he had given out a detention.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Leave me alone, go away.
Oh, but he was a mean man, Scrooge, and he was a cold and solitary man. The cold was inside him. You could see it in his red eyes and on his blue nose and thin white lips. You could hear it in his hard voice, and it made his office cold, especially at Christmas.
Murph! Mrs. Murphy! Murph! Where is she?
Yes, sir.
Jeez. Do you have those copies yet made yet?
What copies?
The ones I asked you to make.
You didn't ask me to make any copies.
All right, well, here. Make this. Make a copy. Here it is. Here. Make that copy. I need 30 copies of that.
I've quite better jobs than this.
Jeez.
Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say, "How are you?" Children never spoke to him. Even dogs ran away from him. But Pollaro Scrooge didn't care.
you
He
there.
liked it.
You're not social distancing. You have to be 6 feet apart. 6 feet. This is only 3. Keep moving. Keep moving. You move along. You stay over there. Where are you going? You stay right there. Come back here. Come over here. This is 6 feet. How about you? You're not 6 feet. Okay, now you can walk down the hall. Chop, chop. Move along. What is this? A window wide open? No fun. You're not socially distanced. You're gonna have to move. In fact, you, sir, can move over there. Chop, chop. Hey, don't you need this? You guys are fine. You guys are fine. You there. I'm gonna ask you to move over there. Chop, chop. Who's in charge of this group?
That was what he wanted. One Christmas Eve, Scrooge was sitting in his office. It was only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was already dark. The weather was very cold, and there was a lot of fog. It came into the office through the windows and doors. Erik Cratchitt, Scrooge's employee, was working in a dark little classroom. Erik had a very, very small fire in his room. It was even smaller than Scrooge's, and he tried to warm his hands at the candle, but he couldn't do it.
Cratchitt?
Merry Christmas, Pollaro.
What's so merry about it? Bah humbug.
Humbug? Surely you don't mean that.
Of course I mean it, you fool. Humbug. What's wrong with you?
Oh, don't be angry.
It seems I'm always angry at you.
Me?
Yes, Mr. Cratchitt.
Christmas is a good time. It's the only time of the year when people have become kind and generous.
Perhaps if you picked your head up from your paper, from reading all your students' research papers, because every time I come into your classroom, that's all you're ever doing is
It's always
research,
when you come
research,
at the end of the class and not the beginning, like my mini lesson on what the conduct of the day is supposed to be. He can't, man. Bloody hell.
You're boring your students to tears. You should know that, man.
And you're bringing in the tears.
Now I'm talking like you.
Right.
Well, you have a decent day, Mr.
Remember
Cratchitt.
Christmas spirit. Remember, don't forget. Never forget.
Forget what? What am I supposed to remember? I'm an old man. I barely remember your name.
Well, I'm sorry, but I wish you a Merry Christmas with all my heart.
Bah humbug with all your heart. Crazy fool.
It became colder and foggier and darker. And when a boy came to sing a Christmas carol outside Scrooge's door, he stood up and shouted angrily,
"Hey, Mr. P, I'm here to sing a Christmas carol today."
Go away.
Scrooge walked down to the office where he lived. It was very old and dark and silent. He heard a noise and he was surprised, but he went in and lit his candle. He liked darkness. It was cheap. He looked around his room. Nobody under the table, nobody anywhere. He locked the door and sat in front of the old fireplace with a very small fire in it. For a moment, he thought he saw Marley's ghost. Scrooge heard a faint noise from far away, a noise of metal like chains coming toward the door, but the thing came into the room and stopped in front of him. He couldn't believe his eyes. Scrooge recognized his dead partner's clothes and boots, and he saw a long chain around his transparent body, and Marley was looking at him with cold, dead eyes.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. Because you aren't real. Leave me to my work. Maybe I just ate a bad piece of cheese. Or maybe this.
But the ghost's cold eyes frightened him very much. Then the spirit gave a terrible cry, and it shook its chain with a tremendous noise. Scrooge trembled, and he looked at the ghost with horror.
Why are you here, terrible spirit?
Because I am alone and dead. I stayed away from other people. I didn't try to help anyone. I was mean. I only loved attentions. I couldn't love anyone.
Tell me more. Jacob Marley, help me.
Again, the ghost shook its chain with a sad cry.
I cannot help you, Pollaro Scrooge. I am a ghostly prisoner. I am here tonight to tell you something. There is still hope for you, Pollaro Scrooge. Tonight you will see 3 ghosts. The first spirit will come during first period tomorrow. The second will come 4th period tomorrow. And the third will come when the bell rings for 8th period. You will not see me again. Remember my words.
It was dark, foggy, and very cold. He went back to bed and began to think.
Was it all a dream? Was Jacob Marley's ghost really here? Huh. It's 1 o'clock. Are you the first spirit? Yes, I am. Who and what are you? I am the ghost of Christmas past. Why are you here? To help you. If you really want to help me, leave me alone and let me sleep. Get up and walk with me.
Scrooge saw himself as a child sitting in a lonely classroom. Everyone else had gone home for the holidays, but Pollaro Scrooge's family had left him behind.
Good heavens. This is where I was born. I was a boy here. Your eyes are watering. Are you crying? That child right there. He's me. Trust me, I could tell. He has no friends, and neither do I. They are all in the past. They are only shadows. That's me. I was left alone here on Christmas once, and then they threw snowballs at me. This is a terrible Christmas. Take me away from here. Anytime soon before they hit me again.
A tear fell from his eye. They walked along the road towards a little town. Some boys came out of the school. They were laughing and singing because it was a holiday. They shouted Merry Christmas to each other, and there were big tears in Pollaro Scrooge's eyes.
No fun, no happiness. Take me home, take me away from here. There is one more scene.
At that moment, the spirit disappeared, and Scrooge was in his office again. After a while, Scrooge followed the ghost to Erik Cratchitt's room, where everyone was preparing the table for a Christmas party, and Erik Cratchitt served everyone hot cocoa.
Spirit, take me away. Nobody loves me. I can't watch this anymore. Pollaro Scrooge, come in, Pollaro Scrooge. I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
Merry Christmas to you all!
Merry Christmas.
We love
Love you, Mr. Cratchitt.
One student, Tiny Tim, sat very near his Erik Cratchitt, but Tiny Tim was headed down a dark path.
Will Tiny Tim get an A, Spirit, or will he just have detention? I see an empty chair and a discipline report. If the child is not saved, he will be suspended, expelled, and end up on the streets for the rest of his life. No, say he will pass, kind Spirit. Say he will graduate. If the future is not changed, Pollaro Scrooge, he will not see another Christmas. But that's what you want. You want to give detentions, don't you?
Suddenly, the scene vanished. It was dark now, and snow was falling. Scrooge and the ghost walked along the streets and saw great fires in the houses where families and friends were enjoying Christmas together. The ghost was happy to see the celebrations. It laughed, and the people laughed too. And then Scrooge heard a loud, happy laugh, and he saw all the people in a bright, warm room, and all those people laughed with him.
God, no one likes him.
And he doesn't help anybody. All he ever does is give detentions.
I know, and he won't let us celebrate Christmas?
Bah humbug to him.
What is that about?
I know.
I just don't understand.
Everybody calls him Scrooge.
Unbelievable.
Pollaro, I've never seen anything like it. The man's just miserable. He's never happy. But you know what? What are you gonna do? He can't be all the time.
No, I can't win. I just want to decorate. Should I quit? I don't know. What do you think?
Mrs. Murphy, I just heard the great news.
Why are you so happy?
I heard you said you were going to quit. And what is this, Mrs. Murphy?
Christmas.
I said no decorations in the office.
Please, Mr. Pollaro, we need some festivities.
We can't have any decorations in the office, Mrs. Murphy. Now pack your things.
See what I mean?
Scrooge cried. The church clock struck 12. He looked around for the ghost, but it wasn't there. Then he remembered old Jacob Marley's words. The third spirit will come at 12 midnight.
Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come?
The spirit didn't answer, but its long white hand came out from the black clothes and pointed.
Are you going to show me things from the future? Ghost of the future, I'm very frightened of you. Can you please speak to me?
It made no reply. Its long hand pointed ahead.
Fine, I'll come. Make it quick.
I don't know much. I only know he's gone. Fired, I think.
He's gone, really? I didn't hear that.
I think last night.
Well, it's about time I got rid of him.
Oh, good. Thank God I thought he'd never leave.
Who are they talking about?
Fine. Won't let me decorate? He doesn't need this anymore. In the garbage it goes.
What are you doing with this stuff?
Well, listen, he's not going to need this where he's going.
It's all garbage?
It's garbage.
All right, we'll take it away.
Okay.
Spirit, I understand this could happen to me. Oh God, what is this now? How terrible, Spirit. What a horrible place. Show me someone who is sorry this man is gone. Please don't tell me Erik Cratchitt is gone too.
I hate Christmas. No more Mr. Cratchitt.
Where did he go?
Wait, my office. Let me go see it. Let me go see my office.
Scrooge ran to the window of his office and he looked in. He saw an office, but it was no longer his. Everything was different, including the man at the desk.
Am I going to learn this horrible man's name now? But before I learn it, are these things definite or are they possible? I mean, if men change their lives for the better, do they change the future as well? Is this what you're trying to tell me? Email, okay. Oh, Mr. Stryan sent me an email. How wonderful. Uh-huh. Oh. No. I was the horrible man. I've changed. I will celebrate Christmas with all my heart, every day of the year. Mr. Aburn, Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Murphy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Are you staying on with us?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. I hope you don't have to quit this job, Mrs. Murphy. We love having you around. Is Barb around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Merry Christmas, Barb.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, who else we have? Merry Christmas, Miss Rinaldi. Where's she going? I'm gonna follow you. You're away from your post. A week ago, I'd fire her for that. Where are you going? I need you 7th period up in Maslanick's room. Merry Christmas to you. And happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who else do we have? Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
And I'll miss you. And we welcome you.
Thank you.
Very good, very good.
I like it.
Who else do I have? Is there anyone else?
Hey.
Merry Christmas, children. I promise I'll never give you a detention, ever. And he laughs, because he knows it's not true. Okay. The spirits did it all in one night. Now I only have one thing to do, is take care of Mr. Cratchitt. I'm going to send him something for him and his family. Cratchitt. Cratchitt. Cratchitt.
My God, who is that?
It is I, your boss, Pollaro Scrooge, and I'm here to give you a raise, Mr. Cratchitt.
Come in, of course, Pollaro Scrooge. You're very welcome.
Wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and acknowledge all the hard work that you do. So that's why I'm giving you the raise today, Mr. Cratchitt.
I'm much obliged, sir. Merry Christmas to you. So happy to see you. Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas to you and your family, and take care of that little boy of yours. Have a good day.